It's time! It is time, guys. It's time! If you haven't started already, I'd get on it. I'm talking about planting your garden. Like, it's crazy to think that it's January and I already need to start figuring it out. Now, mostly I would say figure it out right now, because if you want to order seeds, like from Baker Creek, or some of those really popular seed companies, they sell out quick. So to get those good, unique items, get them now. So at least start figuring out what you're going to grow. So last year, I realized I did not grow enough food. I thought I had enough food, or I had enough garden space. I was sadly mistaken. So I have been kind of figuring out where I'm gonna put everything and how it's gonna look. So I'm going big, guys. I'm going big. I'm gonna use this hillside inside the garden that we already have to make it bigger. So let me show you. So I'm on our fence line. So there's my compost bin. That's where the pool was that I had kind of a little bit of a garden last year that didn't do well. So, see where the end of that hose is? I don't know if you can see it. I'm gonna cut this pool area in half. So this half will be garden, that half will be sand and play area and pool space for the kids. And then I want to bring the fence basically to come with me and that tree. And then it's gonna cut across, but let me show you this way. So it's gonna come up all the way up here. Now these little girls, y'all, I think they're girls. We're not the greatest at figuring out pig anatomy, but I don't see a penis. So, and the way their exterior parts look, we think they're both girls, which is fine. So, oh, I gotta show you. Let's see if we can get it. They're enjoying this sunshine. And gosh, you guys, we've only had them, I mean, after that cold spell, I mean, they were inside most of that cold spell, so a week maybe, and they had this whole area dug up. So we are going to move them here. So I think we're going to keep the shelter where it's at, just because it's going to be a pain to move. And we're going to extend the fence out, or just move the fence line into this area, because the hose is going to be my garden line. Okay, so this will be fence. I'm going to make a pallet fence, and I really, really want to grow a ton of squash and pumpkins to feed them. So as much food as I can create for them that's healthy, nutritious, that doesn't come out of my pocketbook so much, I want to do. And so I feel like if I can just have pumpkins and squash and all kinds of yummy stuff in here for them, it's gonna make better meat and make them healthier. And so they're gonna do the work until this up. So we'll move the fence, they'll get it all tilled up, probably just in time for me to get going and planting and adding some stuff to it. Now where they're at right now, I have some blueberries, and I probably want to try to find some more blueberries. I would love to have a bunch of blueberries. There's some rose bushes in there that I'd like to get rid of, but so this is where I kind of want my berry patch. Okay, and so here, this is where we have potatoes last year. This trellis, I want to continue this trellis and make another one, because having cucumbers on this would be awesome, where they kind of drop through and easier to pick. So, and then this will be potatoes again. Right now I have garlic growing in it, but I think garlic will be done before I plant potatoes. And then all of this is going to be new garden space. So now I got to figure out how I'm going to do it. I'll probably do a lot of in the ground stuff, but like I think I need my tomatoes, truthfully, probably right in this spot, because this spot gets the most sunlight in the summertime. It doesn't have a lot of shade, and tomatoes need a lot of sunshine. So I'll probably make like a lot of this space tomatoes. And so maybe what I'll do is build another raised bed right here and angle it this way and then connect them, and then I can plant lettuce and kale and cabbages underneath all that, so they'll be shaded and maybe not go to seed as quickly. But that's something else I want to try. Is I think I want to try and start growing some kale and lettuce right now so they can grow in the winter. So I'm still kind of mapping it all out, but my idea is to start getting a bunch of pallets from work, and I want to do a nice pallet fence. I'll probably just use T-posts in the ground to hold them up and screw them together, because I gotta keep the chickens out this year because they ate way too much. I want to grow my loofah on this, so I got some loofah seeds. I'm super excited about loofah this year because we want to start adding soaps to our Etsy shop. So this will be loofah. Figure out what this is, and I am going to dive deep into companion planting. I have calendula seeds that I collected from last year, Cosmo seeds, but I want to get into some of those herbal flowers that are great as pest management. So if you have any tips and pointers, drop them in the comments, because I'd love to know what you're planting for pest control. But I don't know what if I'm gonna plant anything crazy this year. Mostly just the stuff that we can and put away to get us through the year. So lots of squash and potatoes and beans. I want to really try beans too. So we'll see how that goes. But I have some black beans and black-eyed peas that I'd love to plant and grow, because you guys, last year I just got a bag of black-eyed peas from the grocery store and planted them. They grew. So I gotta figure out how to do that, because they're not bush beans. They like to vine, so they'll need something themselves. But totally excited. Oh, a bean hut. Yeah, I think that's what I want to do. I want to do a bean hut with some of our branches and sticks and stuff. That'd be cool. Then the kids can play in it. But so if you want to do a garden this year, time to start planning it.
Hi,
Finley's here, and we got a project today. It is snow flurrying outside, and so we're gonna use this time to work on the garden.
everybody look at these.
We're gonna work on seeds. Okay, now this is a great time to get certain seeds going inside the house. Some things take much longer to germinate and grow before you can put them outside. So it's a great time to get things going. We're gonna be trying out a new method today that I've seen for like lavender and a lot of the herbs, because you want to get your herbs going now. Same with like onions and your brassicas, cabbage, kale, because those can get out earlier before everybody else, and they prefer the cooler weather. And this is a great time of year to look at your seeds and see what it is that you need to replenish. If you haven't noticed, seeds are in the store now. I'm gonna show you how I store my seeds. Some good, some not great. So we can figure out what I need to pick up at the store. So this is what I use. These are these are bead holders. So they look like little Tic Tac boxes. They are really awesome for small seeds, but for some things like corn or squashes, it's not so great. And so I have them all labeled. These two are not making filming easy. And so I'm just gonna go through here and pull out what I got or what I need. And then I have some spots to fill. So, you know, if you have an empty spot, you should fill it. Also, I need to go through and see what else I need. For the rest of my stuff, I have it in this bag. And so I have seeds in here that are still in the container or still in its original packaging. Like, I'm like, ooh, cabbage. I need to go through this. It's been a while. And so, like, peas, for instance, are large. Like, these are edamame. And so they will, I could probably fit 4 or 5 in those. So then I have this bag. Now, here's where the bad is. I've had a visitor. And it has made a home in there. Now, I'm hoping my cats have taken care of the problem. But there's only a few of these packages are opened. But like, I still have this giant bag of watermelon seeds. I don't know why I decided I needed a whole scoop of watermelon seeds, because once you grow things you can save seeds, but I did. So I have a lifetime supply of watermelon seeds right now. So I'm excited to get things going. So the method I'm talking about that we're going to use on lavender, I'm going to use lavender, rosemary. What else do I got in this thing? I want to try all my herbs. We are going to try and germinate them in the refrigerator. So I'm going to put them in a paper towel, get them wet, put them in a Ziploc baggie, label them. Don't forget the labeling, because you will not remember. I don't know if you need to tell this to your future self when your future self says, oh, I'll remember what these are. You won't. You will not remember. And then we're gonna store these seeds in the fridge for like 5 to 6 weeks. And so what this does is mimic, you know, when seeds fall on the ground, they're outside, it's cold, but it's not freezing yet, and it simulates that time period from winter to spring. And so it helps them retain that moisture in that paper towel and slowly start to germinate, so you have a more successful growth rate come spring. No, I've never done this. I'm excited to try it, so I'm bringing you along for the journey. So the kids and I are gonna do this, so let's show you how we get it done. Okay, so the kids are telling me we have 10 items we're selling today, right? 10?
Yeah.
Okay, so we are doing, I meant to plant these last year, but I didn't. I was kind of like hesitant because you can make them for jams and stuff, but like it says, warning, may be poisonous to eat. So, you know, warnings like that, and like, so I don't know. We'll see. We'll see if they germinate.
Here, go get that.
Okay, pick it up, please. So we have, I think we have 2 types of lavender. I don't know the difference. This kind comes with this like green coating on it for fertilization, or I'm not really sure. So lavender, I'm gonna do basil, chives, kale, lemon balm. You know, I think you're a little dirty. Hold on.
Mom.
Okay.
Mom.
And then, let's see, bee balm, tarragon, marshmallow, lavender, mammoth basil, St. John's, and sweet basil. So, let's do this.
What we gotta do, Mom?
Okay, we're gonna put them in paper towel, get it wet, put them in a plastic bag, label them, and then put them in the fridge.
I did.
Okay, Sissy, you can do this one first. Hold your hand out. Okay, we want to do a lot of basil.
You forgot some of those.
Okay, hold on. No, Kaylee, please wait until I tell you what to do, okay? There's a method to Mommy's madness here.
Mom, here.
Okay. Let me go get some water. So, since we don't have a spray bottle... No, Kaylee, stop.
I kind of see them.
Yeah.
Now I know.
Okay, do a little bit. Okay, you wrap your fingers in, sis? Okay. Okay, we got all the seeds in there?
Yeah.
Okay.
I wanna get. No, I baby. My turn.
Okay, Okay, we have to write the name on it. Okay, so in the process of doing all that, I think we got one mislabeled. I gave Finley, I think, St. John's wort and told him it was tarragon, but maybe it really was tarragon because there's not much in the container. I don't know what to do, and they look so similar. So I'm just gonna have to make a second one and see what happens. Now, part of me is wondering, since I had these seeds outside and we had that huge polar vortex, whatever it was, that I wonder if I'm gonna have a good year with planting stuff this season because they already got a cold snap on them. There was no moisture, but they still got it. So maybe some good will come from that polar vortex. I don't know. I have these all labeled. I have them dated because I know I'm gonna be like, when did I put those in there? Because I do that with my sauerkraut. I'm like, oh, I remember when I put them in. I never remember. So you're gonna find a spot in your fridge, probably like way back here where you don't go often, and just leave them there. Let them stay cold and wet, and then when it starts to get a lot warmer, we're gonna plant them indoors so that they can get a head start to growing. Now, something else I've done this with are peach pits, and I got some forgotten the name of the nut. Chestnut. Chestnut. So what I did is we had bought some peaches this summer from an Amish farm, and they were so amazing. I took all those pits. Okay, I took an old coffee tin, filled it with soil, layered in the seeds in there just as they sat. I didn't break them open or anything. And then I put them in the fridge, and I just let them sit in the fridge all winter. So it mimics what Mother Nature does. And I did the same thing with the chestnuts. So then come springtime, I'm gonna pull them out and plant them and hopefully have a really successful germination rate. So thank you for watching. We appreciate you guys so much. And we're gonna have so many more gardening tips because it's coming, guys. It's coming. Gardening season is just around the corner. I'm so excited to have lush green property again and fresh food to eat. And I'm just thinking this year with the way eggs are and the prices of meat, veggies, if you can do anything to be self-sustainable with chicken eggs, growing your own food, do it. I highly recommend you doing it for the own therapy you get from it and for feeding your family. I highly recommend it. So if you haven't already, please subscribe. We'd love to see more of you, and hopefully you want to see more of us. And have a great day.
I'm gonna show them these pictures. So later.
Finley is starting to learn to draw and to write his name.
That's my